Yeah, Khan. Shalom, shalom. Barakatha Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. Barakatha Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. Barakatha Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Racha Kodash. Kal Halal, Wahawad La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. Thawadi Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, Faha Racha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders at the Great Millstone GMS, who rule and teach us well up until this day. Okay, continuing on. All right, and the true teachers for the nation of Yasha'Allah on earth today. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes out to the Bayath Shada without the house of David, beginning with the 144,000, the servants, the prophets. Okay, all right. Salutations to the elect. All right, to you few sisters doing the right thing. Shalom to you too. Okay, all right. And this is not a black thing. All right. So, Abba Ratazah, which means Father willing. Father willing, this lesson is edifying. So, hot off the press. Okay, it's going on live right now, as you can see from The Guardian. Trump threatens Greenland and Persia at meeting with oil bosses on Venezuela. Yeah. All right. Whether they like it or not, Trump gives ominous warning on possible occupation of Greenland. Okay. Also, it says a federal judge temporarily blocked President Donald Trump's administration from freezing access by 5 Democratic-led states to more than $10 billion of federal funds for childcare and family assistance based on what it said were concerns about fraud. That's what the Associated Press reports. Okay. Yeah, so Bible prophecy underway, man. Okay. Yeah, Trump at it again. Oh, look at this. You lying piece of shit. I chaired the Minnesota DFL for all 3 of your runs here. I watched you lose 3 times. Minnesota never bought your con. And now, as chair of the DNC, I'm looking forward to ending Trumpism for good in 2028. Lord willing, we're not here by then. I doubt it. I believe the latest the Lord is coming back next year. If not this year. I don't see us getting to 2028. No, I just don't see it. My personal humble opinion. With everything that's going on. Look, what we 10 days into January, and a wallop has happened. Wallop. I don't intend to make this lesson long at all. Just a quick World War III prophecy update. Okay, we know the scriptures. We know what's going on. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson is comforting. Okay, keep praying. You know, exhort one another as always. All right. So. I'm looking forward to ending Trumpism for good in 2028, not with lies, but with votes. Again, Marty said in a post on X, right, which is formerly Twitter. All right. Yeah, many things happening. All right. ICE is carrying on with what they're doing. Okay. All right. Russia just bombed the hell out of Ukraine recently. Okay. All right. A lot is going on. Been blackouts as well. All right. Jeez, ICE now going door to door. Okay. The chair of the Democratic National Committee, Ken Martin, is firing back at Donald Trump over his claims that he won Minnesota in the past 3 presidential elections in response to a question about whether or not he was in favor of the FBI sharing information about the shooting death of Renee Good with state officials. Trump said, "Normally I would, but they're crooked criminals," in reference to legislators like Tim Walz, whom he called a, open quote, stupid person, end quote. All right. Yeah. Funds that were frozen include more than $7 billion from the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program, which provides cash to low-income families with children. The funds also included $2.4 billion from the Child Care and Development Fund, which helps make childcare more affordable, and about $870 million in social services grants for children. Shit, a lot going on, man. Alright. Lots going on. He's gonna do something in Greenland, yeah? Yeah, man. Get a few scriptures and end it there, honestly. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 18. We'll start at verse 1, and it reads, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Right, this is basically America. All right, daughter of Babylon, okay. You see? And it's only going to take the Lord to destroy, it's only going to take the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai 1 hour to completely decimate Babylon the Great. Okay. Jump down to verse 17. For in 1 hour, like I was saying, so great riches has come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off. Yeah, this is going to be televised all around the world. Okay? Just like how everyone heard about 9/11 when that took place. Everyone is going to know America's, done with, finished. Alright? Verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? You see? Alright, these nations are going to be vexed because they can't make money off Babylon the Great. Not because they love America. No way. Alright? 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. See that? You see? Yeah, man. A lot of these nations, are in bed with America, they have deals and, making money and stuff like that. Alright? Yeah. And the state of America is just crumbling worse and worse. The infrastructure, the economy, inflation. Alright? Yeah. It's falling from within as well. Alright? Constantly printing money as well. Alright? But don't worry, because America's gonna fall. Don't you worry. Go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. We'll start verse 28. Okay. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. Okay. Wherein the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. Yeah. Ishmael going to turn up. Remember, they're going to remember their wild nature. Okay. These Arabian countries like Saudi Arabia and, Yemen, Qatar. Alright. Iraq. Alright. Yeah. And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Yeah. Alright. So Ishmael, they're going to come up against America, man. Okay. Also the Carmanians, which are the Iranians, alright, raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them. Yeah, link up with the Arabs, alright. And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, yeah, which is America today. Spiritual Assyria, spiritual Nineveh, spiritual Rome. Okay. Okay. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Russia, Iran, China as well. North Korea. They're going to shoot missiles onto Babylon the Great too. And of course, America's going to shoot missiles off as well. And other parts of the world will get hit. But America and the land of Israel are going to get completely turned to a lake of fire. But America's not going to be built back up like where Israel will be. Okay, after it's decimated. Alright. Genesis chapter 16. Start at verse 10. And the angel of Yahweh said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, Yashamayala. Right? He hears God, okay, in the Hebrew, because Yahweh hath heard thy affliction, and he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. That's right, he's in the presence of all his brethren. Okay? And Ishmael, everyone's got a problem with, Ishmael, man. They're always difficult to get along with. Wild people, strap things to themselves and, do all sorts of crazy stuff, man. SUICIDE, bombers, stuff like that. Okay? Wild people. All right. So yeah, they're coming back with that nature, that wild nature. You see. Also, don't forget NATO will be involved in shooting nukes onto Babylon the Great, man. EU turning against America as well. Its own allies, yeah. All right. So lots going on. Okay. Meanwhile, you got a waste of time stuff like this. Captain Tazariak versus Sam Shimon. He's a weirdo. He's the long hair. Oh, they made him brown this time. Jesus, the Most High God. Foolishness, waste of time. We don't need to debate. Going back to back with Christians is a waste of time, especially now with so much things happening. All right. Look at this. OnlyFans gets talent visas. Absolute strange, man. Oh yeah, Iran plunged into internet blackout as protest over economy spread nationwide. Yeah, Thursday the 8th of January 2026. Security forces reported to have unalived at least 45 people since protests began 12 days ago as pressure on the regime increases. Yeah, well, man. San Diego Unified Schools just closed for 1 day labor strike out there in California. And a lot of people still eat from there. 50% of ice samples at McDonald's, Burger King and KFC had alarming levels of poop bacteria. Worst places to eat. Absolute worst. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of things happening, man. Alright. That's all I have on that, man. Shalom.